Hello everyone, Shel from Paper Rock TO Studio, and we have another mixed media art journal page today for November 6th, and the prompt is harmony. These prompts are from the Art Joy of Sharing Facebook group that I have with Peg Robinson, and this is an all November daily art journaling challenge where I'm doing a page a day and a video a day. So stay tuned if you like art journaling. So today I hadn't done anything to my pages yet. This is a junk journal that I made in a video which is linked below, made out of mail, just pieces of mail that have come, and I saved them and then stitched them together with stab binding, and I did that live on our Art Joy of Sharing live stream channel, link below. I white gessoed 2 coats and dried in between, and then now I'm using my Marabou art sprays. These are acrylic sprays that are permanent when dry, so they're great for mixed media because you can paint over the top of them or put other wet media over the top, and they don't smear or run like all the other ink sprays that I personally own and do. And I've got chili, tangerine, lemon, mint, gentian, and plum. So basically red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Although on the video that last one doesn't look purple at all, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. The colors are a little bit off. But obviously making some sort of a rainbow. Not all the colors are there, but most of them are. I went ahead and gave this a really good dry with my heat tool. And then I got out some different 6x6 stencils, just looking for random patterns and textures. Not sure why I picked the ones I did. There wasn't any rhyme or reason to it. I just picked them out. I have all my smaller size stencils, anything smaller than 12 by 12, in this binder, and that's the way I store them underneath the desk. And when I need them, I just grab them. Then I got out some Dylusions acrylic paints, and basically, again, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. My yellow, sorry, my throat's really messed up, about like this yellow paint, which is absolutely terrible. It is all gunked up and nasty, and I need to throw it out. I've recently already thrown out several of my Dylusions, which annoys me because the bottles are not empty. I guess I just needed to use them up faster, but they get glunky. Yeah, it's gross. But I'm just using a cosmetic sponge and my different stencil designs to add some more color and pattern over my background. Not using anything except for the colors that are the same as the background, although I'm not necessarily putting them on I'm not putting the colors on their own colors necessarily. I've got them mixed up, you know, like there's some yellow over on the red, and I did use a couple different oranges. There's a kind of a real orange, and then there's a more of a red orange, and I used both of them just for fun. And then I have green, I've got blue, I've got purple. All the materials I used in the video will be listed in the description box below with links to Amazon, because that's where I buy most of my stuff. And if you do use my links to either buy the things that I recommended or other things, if you're there buying something else, but you use my link to get there, I get a few cents. So that's called an affiliation program. I'm an Amazon affiliate. I'm not getting much, but it's better than nothing. It helps me stay in art supplies, which obviously I need some new Dylusions paints, people. Use my links. I need Dylusions paints because they're all glunky. Well, not all of them. Some of them are. Not all of them. So then once this is a really well-dried situation with my heat tool again, then it is time to add my design, my focal image. And basically what harmony means to me, or what I think about when I hear that word, I think about two different things. One of them is I used to be in a choir, and so singing in different, different people singing in different tones can create a harmony in music. But the other more bigger issue than that, which is similar, people working in concert with each other, is the world and how we need to all get along with each other. And it's amazing to me that we don't, that we have, reasons for why, oh man, my throat, sorry, why we don't like that guy or we don't like this guy, just purely based on not experience, but judgment, I don't like them because of the way they look. I don't like them because of the way they act. If someone hurts you directly and you have experience with that person, that's perfectly fine not to like them. But if it's not even somebody that you know and you just are randomly not liking them just for whatever reason, that's not cool. And I think the art community on YouTube is really, really good about trying to combat that problem in the world and trying to have love and acceptance of everybody. And that's why I'm really happy to be involved in the art community on YouTube. I wouldn't necessarily say that artists are always the most non-judgmental, open, caring people, because in my experience, some of them are not. But in this microcosm that I am in with people who make videos on YouTube, the people that I've interacted with have all been extremely helpful, caring, loving, and supportive of each other, supportive of each other's skill levels and abilities, and whether or not that person is male, female, white, black, tan, gay, whatever. Everyone is very accepting in this community. And so that's the reason that I really love it here on YouTube with my friends. All different ages, all different races, all different everything, and everybody gets along pretty darn well. There are exceptions to that, but in general, I would say that it's a very happy place to be. So once I've drawn my multicolored, multi-whatever crowd with a black Posca pen, I also drew the yin and yang symbol, which is kind of a universal symbol for harmony. The black and the white mixing and blending in the circle is a symbol for harmony. So I used some black marble Dylusions paint to fill in the dark side and kept the side that's normally white just colorful. And then I'm also using that black paint to kind of thicken some lines in areas and make my figures more defined and more substantial on the page, giving them some weight. Not weight as in making them fatter, just weight as in visual weight. And then I got out some of the paints again in the bright colors, and I'm using those paints to further unify the page, to add highlights, add somewhat shadows, not exactly highlights and shadows, but colors. These are abstract figures. They don't have any facial features. They don't have any gender specificity. They are just generic people in a crowd all getting along together. Maybe they're a choir and they're singing together in harmony, or maybe they're just general people who can get along with each other. Nobody's fighting, nobody's mad, and that's the way I think the world should be. Not thinking about our differences, but thinking about the sameness of us. Pretty much everyone has a head, and pretty much everyone has a body, or else they wouldn't be alive. There are some situations with other appendages, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, people. You know what I'm saying. So I just continue to add in more color. This brings the crowd forward from the background without completely filling them in, drawing hands and feet and hair and eyes and, you know, all that stuff. It's just giving them some color and helping them stand out from the background while using exactly the same colors as I used in the background, just in a different way. So then, of course, I have to dry this at some point. Where am I going to dry? I'm drying. There I am. I'm drying. And I did not do a very good job. I'm so impatient when it comes to waiting for things to dry or drying things. I mean, I might be speeding up this drying, but I'm still impatient. And when I start in with my white Posca pen, I discover that there are still spots that are wet and they get on my pen, so then I have to scratch off that acrylic paint onto my paper and bring out more white ink. But do I stop? Do I let it dry? No, I just continue right on. Even though I know there's a situation, I still continue adding my white paint with my white Posca pen because I'm not going to stop and dry it. No way, no how. Yeah. Then I add some splatters with the white pen. You can just shake it and ink will come out. It's just acrylic paint inside there. And I like splatters, so I just splatter a little bit. And then dry some more. Just a little bit, not much. Just to get that white ink splatters to dry, basically, being kind of dry. Then I have some new pens, a set of 3 tiny nib pens that were recommended by Cece from Cece's Creations on YouTube. She says that they're awesome for doodling and scribbling over paintings. So I ordered some, and this is the first time I've used them. And of course, things aren't dry. I'm having to scratch it off because I'm getting acrylic paint on my brand spanking new pens. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm just crazy. But I was writing words like peace, love, harmony. No, I didn't write harmony. I'm writing harmony now. Spirituality, balance, things like that, and kind of scribble writing on the edges of my little figures. And then with my white Posca pen again, I write the word harmony over the yin and yang symbol. And that is pretty much it for this page, which actually this video is fairly short. I thought I took longer than I did. But I think it's very effective. I think that, you know, it says exactly what I meant to say. I will be putting some Daddy Van's unscented wax over it because I know this page is going to stick to itself because of all that acrylic paint. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share if you want to. That's it for me. Thanks. Bye-bye.